I want to share with you my 6-step model for scaling your financial services business. Now, I've just passed the £20 million in revenue since I started my business back in 2006. And having gone through that business journey, building multiple different businesses, from bad credit mortgages to insurance, to self-employed mortgages, to a coaching and consulting business, to a will writing business, now having helped 1,000 plus advisors and financial services business owners to build their businesses, I've created a model for success, a system that you can use, a blueprint that will help you to understand how to systemize, scale, and grow your business to earn the income, live the lifestyle, and actually have a business that you truly desired when you first started out. So grab a pen and grab a piece of paper. So the 6 steps, first of all, are grow leads, refine sales, optimize systems, working strategy, track finances, and hone team. When you reach high 6 figures, that model where I'm at now is consistent. I'm constantly looking to grow my leads. I'm constantly looking to refine sales and improve our numbers. I'm always working on optimizing our systems to deliver better customer outcomes. I work in 90-day strategies. I know my numbers and track my finances, and we're always looking to improve our team or recruit the next team member. And when we understand where our finances are and we invest in the next member of team, we have to go right the way back to the beginning again and begin to grow our leads, our sales, and so on and so forth. So it's a very virtuous cycle that never ends. But if you're starting out, it's applicable to you as well in your journey of scaling your business. So as a startup, someone who's just newly gone self-employed right now, your key focus is on advisor growth. And that advisor growth focuses on 2 key areas. You need to grow your leads and you need to grow your sales. Now, you do that through telling every single person that you meet that you're a mortgage advisor, an insurance advisor, a commercial advisor, a will writer, a financial planner, whatever it is. You have to just focus on emailing everyone you know, phoning everyone you know, telling everyone you meet, this is what I do, and starting to build connections. Collect leads. A lead is someone who is a name, a number, and an email address. It doesn't mean that they're ready to go ahead right now. By collecting those leads, you can put them on an Excel spreadsheet, reaching out to them regularly, sending them emails through Outlook or Gmail. You're going to start to get some booked calls. Obviously, if you're in mortgages, then start collecting early repayment dates and put that on a spreadsheet. That's all you need. A spreadsheet will get you started from those early phases. Once you've started to do that, then you start focusing on sales, converting applications, selling a fee, getting the solicitor, starting to earn money, enough that covers your cost of living. That is all you need to focus on. And realistically, those 2 things, growing your leads and refining your sales, will get you to 5K per month. That's all you should focus on in the advisor growth phase, becoming an advisor that can cover the cost of your living and getting to the point of at least earning 5K per month. Once you hit that 5K per month point, you're then really a true self-employed individual. You're probably starting to think about bringing on your first PA, you may be your first administrator. That would 100% be my recommendation to you in your first hire. And this is where you really start to think about optimizing systems. You know, that Excel spreadsheet is not going to make it easier for you to recruit. You need to have a process and a system and some automation, as we discussed last week on the show. You need to listen back to that episode if you haven't done. If you're at this phase of sort of 5K per month roughly, if you've got a PA or an administrator, I can promise you, if you haven't got a system, you're probably feeling some stress, some overwhelm. There's not enough communication and conversation between you and your team. Your network system is just doing compliance. It's not helping you to build your business. So you need to put a system as the foundation to enable you to scale. The second thing is that working strategy. With 2 people in the team now, you should be getting yourself focused on more higher income generating activities, new leads, new relationships, more calls. Everything post-application should be delegated. You know, you should be getting some Google reviews, some Trustpilot reviews. You should be starting to get some referrals and recommendations. You should be starting to think about building some funnels and building better content marketing and building some automation into the business, getting some predictable sales consistently. And you need to start working on a 90-day strategy. How do you optimize your systems? How do you attract high-paying clients? And how do you make your sales predictable and consistent every single month? Because the big problem with the startup advisor growth phase is that you're only relying on referrals and recommendations. You're only relying on social media. You're only relying on meeting people. And one week you get a hell of a lot of leads. The next week you get none. One month you do loads of sales. The next month you do none. And that is stressful. In the self-employed phase where you're systemizing and scaling and having a working strategy, you need to start making things more consistent and more predictable, removing that fear, removing that frustration, starting to create more time and more autonomy. With me and my admin, we were at £324,000 within the space of 12 months because I'd obviously got a number of years in the industry, 12, 13 years in the industry at that point in time when we started again back in 2016. But equally, I grew my leads really quickly. I maximized every sale and every opportunity. We had a system in place from my previous insurance business in 2015 that we both knew and was enabling us to work more efficiently straight from the off. And our whole strategy was, how can we create more time and how can we help our clients much better? How can I handle more strategy calls, more first appointments every single week? And then what networking did I want to do? You need to be looking every 90 days and saying, right, what areas are we growing? Is it profit? Is it systems? Is it finances? Is it leads? Is it sales? And you need to be setting crystal clear goals and actions and nailing them and completing them every single 90 days. That is what the working strategy is about. Working quarters and dominate and own that quarter to hit your targets and achieve your goals. And that's why we call it systemize and scale, because we optimize systems and we have a working strategy to achieve that big level of growth and scale as a self-employed individual. With those elements nailed, this is where you're starting to think about bringing on maybe an advisor, maybe a marketing assistant. You're starting to get to the point where you're doing 20, 25,000 per month. And this is where you really need to start tracking finances, because to run a lifestyle business that gives you time, freedom and autonomy, that enables you to not doing everything and work on the business as well as in it, you need to know your numbers. You need to become more data driven. You need to know how many leads you're getting, how many booked calls you're getting, how many of those are ready to proceed to awaiting documents or AIP, how many deals you're doing consistently every single week. You need predictability at this point in time, and you need to be tracking the data, which you can't do without a system, which you can't do without some funnels, you can't do without people. But if you don't know your numbers, you're never going to be able to hone your team and bring additional people in. Because in bringing in a new advisor, you need more leads to be able to support them. You're then going to need to manage them to make sure they're refining their sales. You're going to need to make sure that they're embedded to your systems, and you're going to need to bring their sales into your monthly and quarterly strategies to achieve your lifestyle and financial goals. I've worked with so many business owners, and even myself in my early phases. I've grown the business, increased the number of hours that I have had to put into that business, but I've not actually earned any more from doing it. And if after a 3-month period your income hasn't increased, then that strategy didn't work. I always talk about short-term pain for long-term gain. And the whole idea in the lifestyle business phase is to begin to earn that income that you want consistently without having to do the things that you don't want to do. My brokerage has been a lifestyle business since 2021, halfway through COVID. I had to get more heavily involved last year in 2023 because I wanted to move from a self-employed model to an employed model, having to recruit the team, having to train the team, having to bring them in. Zoe joined us in around about the June, Jamie joined in around about the October. By the end of 2023, I was free. It took me 6 months, but that was my hardcore in the business phase. And then since then, over the course of the last 9 or 10 months, it's literally a well-oiled working machine. I can go on holiday and predictably I will earn an income every single month. Our funnels work, our content works, Jamie delivers results, Sarah delivers on the insurance. One of my self-employed advisors has moved across to cover the insurance to work alongside Jamie. Zoe delivers our clients and makes sure that everything gets to completion. Rachel, my bookkeeper, ensures that everybody gets paid and the commissions are all reconciled, and that I have the data to continue focusing on driving the business. And I'm out speaking in Devon for 3 days at an event and generating 28 booked calls for my team. I'm producing content about mortgages to drive more leads into the business. I'm improving the systems and working on the optimization to make sure that that business runs like a well-oiled machine and predictably gives me the income that I want, whilst transparently doing as little as bloody possible. So that lifestyle business phase is what I teach and work with my clients on. The whole entire growth model in our Leads to Lifestyle Mastermind, which if you saw on my email very recently, on average, our clients added 12,000 plus monthly to their revenue within 12 months. And some of them were up, I think the largest was 43,000 in monthly revenue added to that business in the space of a 12-month period. The entry level to come into Lease to Lifestyle now is 25 grand. Many of those people like Rachel, Antonio, David, I've worked with through Advisor Growth, through Systemise and Scale, now in Lease to Lifestyle since 2019 and 2020. Why do they continue to work with me? Because I'm not like the other coaches and mentors and consultants in the business. In fact, I am the only mentor. There are coaches and consultants who have been an advisor for a little period of time or have worked in the industry in a specific job, but I'm the only one who's actually doing it in real time with a successful, profitable brokerage that runs like a well-oiled machine, does all the learning, all the trial and error, and then brings it to my clients and say, here's the thing that you need to do next to reach this next milestone. I'm the only one who is currently doing that. And I don't say that to impress you. I just say that to impress upon you that the strategies and tactics that I teach are proven in my businesses from the last 18 years, from 20 million pounds in revenue, and from the day-to-day running of 3 businesses currently. So I hope you find this journey inspiring. You have the growth model to think about broken down into startup, self-employed, and lifestyle business, knowing that if you're a startup, we have the Advisor Growth membership to support you. Knowing that if you are self-employed, we have Systemise and Scale Accelerator that will help you to add 5 to 10K per month. And if you're a bigger business that wants to really build a lifestyle and something that can run like a well-oiled machine without you, we have the Leads to Lifestyle Mastermind, where you can add in excess of £150,000 per year, as per my existing clients that have been on it with us for the last 12 months. A majority of them have renewed again for the next 12 months. So we have something for everybody, no matter what phase of business you're at. If you're interested in finding out more about any of those, then just send me a message on Instagram or leave a comment below with which one you're interested in, and me or my team will reach out to you. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. I hope you found this one inspiring, motivating, and I look forward to seeing you next week.